God says, a veil has been torn open in the spirit, and your name has been whispered into realms you never imagined. Forces of darkness have seen your light rising and are now seeking to shut it down. But you are not alone. Heaven has dispatched warriors to surround you in this very hour. Archangel Michael is standing at the gates of your destiny, holding his flaming sword, but his face is not calm, it is weeping. He has seen what's coming, and the angels are trembling, for the weight of your calling is under attack. You were marked from birth to disrupt chains, but now, the enemy is plotting to chain you. This is not a gentle message. It is a thundering cry from the heavens themselves. Your life is under surveillance from forces that hate your power, your progress, and your potential. There is a shadow stalking behind your name, trying to rewrite your ending with chaos and confusion. Archangel Michael says your footsteps are being tracked not by man, but by spirits seeking to cut you off prematurely. Angels are crying, not out of fear, but because of the pain they sense coming if you don't hear this now. Type Amen to break this rising darkness before it overtakes. Heaven is in mourning for your delay. There was a moment you were supposed to move, but you paused, you waited, you hesitated. In that moment, something shifted, and the enemy took advantage of the stillness. Your silence became an open door. And now, what was supposed to bless you is being blocked by deception, distractions, and manipulations wearing familiar faces. Archangel Michael is roaring across the heavens, trying to awaken you before it's too late. You are chosen. But being chosen also paints a target on your soul. This is not about punishment, it is about warfare in the spirit you didn't even know you were in. The angels are surrounding your home as you read this. Their wings are stretched, forming a shield, but they are weary, because your faith has weakened. They cannot move with full force until you speak your authority aloud. Type, I receive this protection, to allow angelic force to fight freely on your behalf. There's a spirit of sudden destruction trying to enter your life. Not by accident, not by coincidence, but through someone you trusted deeply. That person has been carrying bitterness, and it has created a crack in your protection. You have noticed strange feelings, tension in rooms, unexplained fear in the night. That is the whisper of war on your soul. It's not paranoia, it's prophecy alerting your senses. Archangel Michael says your delay in removing toxic people has birthed spiritual exposure. You were warned once, but now it's urgent. The spiritual infection has begun to spread. Someone is thinking of you with envy, cloaked in fake love, and it's poisoning the path you're walking on. They smile in front of you and speak curses when you're gone. Heaven has recorded every whisper, and now judgment is drawing close. Type 444 to activate divine surveillance and cancel betrayal against you. Your name has power. And that power is under assault because of the future you were meant to unlock. The angelic realm is in formation, and a great shift is about to begin, but only if you answer this call. God says, you cannot continue ignoring the signals. The nightmares, the strange phone calls, the uneasy feelings in your gut, these are not random. These are divine alerts that your timeline is under attack. Archangel Michael has placed a golden line before your feet. You must step over it spiritually, declaring that no demon, no force, no hidden enemy shall cross with you. If you fail to act, you may find yourself stuck in cycles that never end. You were never meant to repeat the suffering of your ancestors. But if you don't break the pattern now, their battles will become your bondage. Angels cry for this very reason, because they know what you're meant to avoid. Type "break the cycle" to cancel generational curses trying to cling to you. There's a sound in the heavens reserved only for moments of divine emergency, and it is ringing now. A trumpet is sounding, and your spirit is supposed to respond. If it doesn't, heaven may go silent on your situation. You think things are just stressful, just delayed, just complicated. But no, it is far deeper than that. The spirit of delay has wrapped around your opportunities, and it's squeezing them dry before they ever reach you. Archangel Michael warns that if you don't rebuke this, you'll watch others walk into doors that were carved with your name. Your name has been passed around by angels and demons alike. Both camps know what's tied to your destiny. One is fighting to release it, the other is trying to bury it. Someone recently came into your life and their energy felt off. That was not your imagination. That was a direct spiritual interference, sent as a distraction to blind your focus and confuse your clarity. Type 777 to open your eyes and shut demonic distractions around you. God says, you must wake up now. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. The war for your soul is already raging. Time is collapsing and the enemy is rushing to trap you in places of comfort that are actually cages. The longer you wait, the tighter the chains become. A massive shift is on the horizon, and it will either carry you forward or crush what's left of your spirit. This isn't to scare you, it's to prepare you. Archangel Michael has seen what the next season holds and is desperate for you to respond. He's holding a scroll with your name and a divine blueprint, but it cannot be opened until your heart fully aligns. Angels can't override your free will. Your agreement is the final lock that must be broken. Type 999 to unlock your divine scroll and realign with your true destiny. There's been delay after delay in your finances, in your relationships, in your peace. That's not misfortune, that's manipulation in the spirit realm. Every closed door wasn't from God, some were shut by demonic hands disguised in human actions. Archangel Michael says the angels have grown weary watching you settle for pain. They know what joy you were supposed to have by now. They cry because you've accepted survival when you were made to thrive. Someone is speaking your name in secret places. Not in praise, but in plots. There are dark intentions trying to infect your reality before this month ends. Your angels have seen the calendar. There's a specific date marked in red, a day of decision that will either birth greatness or bring grief. If you miss the sign, it won't come again easily. Type 333 for immediate protection, to seal the next 30 days in divine light. Even now, there's an angel standing by your right side. A presence you may feel in waves of warmth or chills down your spine. That is Michael's presence, reminding you, you are not abandoned, but you are on alert. He is placing divine fire around your feet so no weapon can follow you into the next realm. But the fire only stays if you keep walking in spiritual obedience. The moment you retreat, the flames begin to fade. You are not reading this by accident. Your spirit was guided here because your time has come. Heaven needs your voice, your power, your obedience, now. This message was sealed in the clouds and pushed toward your life like a thunderstorm of urgency. Don't scroll past. Don't silence it. You know this message is for you. Type "I'm ready" to confirm to the angels that you accept their help and power. Your life is not ordinary. That's why the battle has never been fair. The deeper your purpose, the darker the attacks. But today, your authority is being reawakened. Your spiritual DNA is being activated. Heaven is surrounding you with fire and favor, if only you say yes. Archangel Michael says the time of silence is over. Speak. Declare. Move. The heavens are watching and waiting for your response. Type "Amen" to seal every word released into your life and unlock the divine shield now surrounding you. God says, a trembling sound has echoed through the heavens, and your name was carried in that vibration. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword, not for battle, but to shield you from an invisible strike heading straight toward your spirit. The air is heavy with divine urgency. Something is moving behind the veil, and it's not of light. Angels are not just watching. They are weeping. Because they see what you cannot see, and they feel the weight of what's coming toward you with sharpened force. There's been a breach. A crack has formed in your protective field, and through that opening, spirits of confusion, harm, and delay have entered. You thought it was just a series of bad days, but this is an organized assault on your destiny. This moment right now is the final warning before collapse or transformation. The choice will not come tomorrow, it is here, pulsing around your soul, waiting for your spirit to respond. Archangel Michael is at your gate, surrounded by angels, their wings trembling with sorrow. Type "Amen" now to allow the angels to step forward and fight on your behalf. You've been walking with wounds you've hidden. These wounds became entry points. Pain that never got healed has drawn attention from dark forces that are feeding off your silence. Someone connected to you has carried toxic energy into your atmosphere. That energy has started to poison your peace. It came wrapped in false love, but heaven sees the hidden jealousy laced inside. There's a name your spirit keeps circling. That's not paranoia. That's divine warning trying to wake you from the trance of familiarity. Your atmosphere is changing, and not for the better. Shadows have started following you into rooms where you should have felt joy. Instead, you've been met with heaviness and strange emotional drops. Type 333 to command divine protection over your environment and cancel hidden traps. This danger is not coming from far away. It's near. It's personal. And that's why the angels are crying, because your trust has become a weapon used against you. There is a door you're about to walk through, but behind that door, two paths wait. One leads to breakthrough. The other to breakdown. Heaven has sent this message to guide your next step. Your life is valuable. Too valuable to let the darkness take it without a fight. Archangel Michael has whispered your name to every angel on assignment. He's seen your future. He's seen your greatness. That's why this attack is intensifying. Because if you ever realize who you are, nothing in hell can touch you again. Type, I receive divine clarity, to block confusion and see what heaven is trying to show you. Right now, the clock is ticking faster. The spiritual realm has sped up time around your purpose. You felt the pressure, the weight, the sudden chaos. This is not random. Your blessings were scheduled to arrive. But a dark force has tried to delay them by distracting you, disturbing you, draining you through emotional warfare. Archangel Michael has tried to intervene more than once, but your silence has slowed heaven's hand. You need to speak now. Not with fear, but with faith. Declare that your soul will not be snatched, and your promise will not be aborted. You've been under spiritual surveillance. Every choice, every hesitation, every fear has been recorded by both light and dark realms. Today is the line. The dividing point. The heaven or hell moment. Type 444 to awaken your authority and shut down the enemy's access. God says, your name still carries divine fire. But that flame has been flickering. It needs wind. It needs breath. It needs boldness. You're not under attack because you're weak, you're under attack because you're important. This is not punishment, it's prophecy unfolding. Archangel Michael has confirmed, your life is on the edge of something massive. But that edge is sharp. It can lift or it can cut. The enemy is trying to push you just enough to make you fall, not fly. Angels are surrounding that cliff now, waiting for your permission to intervene. A message was delivered to your spirit recently in a dream, in a vision, in a whisper you ignored. That message carried instructions. You were supposed to move, disconnect, start, or end something, but fear held you hostage. Type, break the fear, to release divine courage and realign with your assignment. Someone is watching you in silence. Not with admiration, but with resentment. Their energy is thick with envy, and it's choking the spiritual flow around you. Archangel Michael has seen this energy clinging to your aura like a shadow. He's been sending signals, headaches, fatigue, sudden sadness, but you brushed them off. These are angelic alerts that danger is near. Your light has drawn attention. But not all attention is good. Some want what you have. Some want to block what you're about to receive. The warfare isn't fake, it's fierce. Heaven is ready to send reinforcements. But you must step out of spiritual numbness. You must shake the fog and cry out from the depths of your soul. Type 777 to summon heaven's warriors and fortify your spiritual walls. There's a coming day, marked already in the angelic realm, where a major shift will take place. That day is closer than you think. It will either usher in divine favor or catastrophic fallout. You've felt the tension. The inner unrest. That's your soul sensing what's about to collide in the spirit. This moment is not light. It is loaded with consequence. Your life is in danger, not because of physical threats, but because of spiritual disobedience. You've been told what to do. But you've delayed. That delay has triggered alarms in the heavens. Archangel Michael is pacing. He's not still. That means something urgent is approaching. Something you may not survive without divine interference. Type 999 to signal surrender and invite angelic interception now. You were supposed to be further by now. But chains from your past have gripped your feet. And the enemy keeps tightening them every time you look back instead of forward. There's a spirit of stagnation sitting over your atmosphere. It masquerades as patience. But it's actually fear in disguise. Heaven never told you to wait this long. The angels are breaking protocol to reach you. Because the usual signs haven't worked. This is why they're crying, not out of defeat, but desperation to awaken you. You were meant to lead, heal, build, break generational barriers. But none of that happens if you stay asleep in this storm. Wake up. Rise. Declare. Move. Type "I'm awake" to align your will with the warriors already surrounding you. The darkness is subtle now, but it won't stay that way. It's growing bolder, stronger, louder, because your silence has given it space. You've been too quiet for too long. Archangel Michael is commanding the winds of heaven to blow your way. To scatter every hidden plot, to lift every veil, to break every curse that tried to follow you. But your voice is still the key. Speak your freedom. Speak your fire. Speak your identity into the air. You were not created for defeat. You were made to disrupt darkness. Don't die before you do. This is your line in the sand. This is heaven's final flare. Don't delay. Don't scroll. Don't ignore what your spirit already knows. Type "Amen" to shut the gates of death and open the floodgates of divine covering. God says, the cries from heaven have shaken the spiritual realm, and your name was spoken in urgency. Archangel Michael has been dispatched with full authority, not just to protect, but to alert. Your destiny is under siege, and if you delay, the cost will be irreversible. You've been surrounded by energies that do not belong to you. These aren't just bad moods or heavy days, they are spiritual assignments to dismantle your joy. The angels are not silent anymore, because your silence has almost become permission for your destruction. Heaven is not watching from a distance right now. It is leaning close. Angels are gathered, wings trembling, eyes full of tears, because they see what is forming around you. This is not just another hard season. This is a spiritual ambush disguised as normal struggle. And unless you respond now, it may grow into something you cannot reverse later. Type "Amen" to tear down the spiritual walls surrounding your breakthrough. Do it now before delay turns to disaster. There has been a shift in the heavens and your name was caught in that wind. Archangel Michael saw what was coming and stepped forward with sword drawn. He's seen the setup, the sabotage, the silent schemes rising behind your back. You've sensed something wasn't right. You've been drained, tired, agitated without cause, and that's not natural, it's warfare. The enemy is using people close to you as mirrors, reflecting confusion and conflict back at you. Someone has entered your space carrying poison in their energy. They smiled, but their spirit spoke betrayal. Archangel Michael has been whispering to your soul, telling you to pay attention to their sudden closeness. Heaven is weeping because you keep brushing off the warnings. Every delay, every strange emotional dip, every whisper of doubt, that's not coincidence, that's spiritual interference. Type 333 to ignite divine eyes and see through every deception clouding your soul. There's a calling over your life that hasn't been fulfilled yet. That calling is glowing like a flame in the spirit, but that glow has attracted dark attention. They've seen your potential, and they're working to block it before you realize it's yours. This is not a threat you can ignore. It won't disappear on its own. The longer you stay unaware, the stronger it grows. God says, the time for silence has ended. Your angels are exhausted trying to fight battles you're not even aware of. Archangel Michael needs your agreement, your voice, your decision to rise. Your atmosphere is tainted. You feel it when you sleep. You feel it when you wake. The heaviness, the fog, the strange mental warfare, it's not in your mind. It's a warning. Type, I receive divine light, to break this spiritual fog and call heaven's fire into your life. The spirit of delay has wrapped around your purpose like a vine. It is choking progress, suffocating dreams, and replacing your fire with confusion. You weren't created to live like this. This is not how your story ends. This is the part where heaven intervenes, but only if you respond. The tears of the angels are falling now, not because you're weak, but because you're unaware. They see what you're walking toward. A trap dressed like a blessing. A connection that's about to collapse your inner peace. The enemy wants to make you fall by making it look like a promotion. You must not go forward without divine clearance. Every step without protection leads you closer to danger. You need spiritual covering immediately. Type 444 to command divine security and block every fake opportunity sent to destroy. Archangel Michael is circling your home. He has already seen what's trying to sneak in through emotional wounds, unhealed trauma, old agreements that were never spiritually closed. The enemy is using access points you thought were long gone. You've been feeling eyes on you. Not physical, but spiritual. That's not imagination. It's surveillance from realms that want your downfall. Your dreams have shifted. The tone, the mood, the characters, they are prophetic signals. They are showing you who's around you and what needs to go. But you've been ignoring them. Heaven is still speaking. Loudly. Urgently. Angelic tears are not soft, they are loud, powerful eruptions in the spirit meant to shake you awake. Type, break every chain, to close old doors and protect your future from past spirits. There's a voice inside you that keeps warning you. You've been calling it anxiety. But it's discernment. It's Archangel Michael trying to wake you up before this next blow lands. Every delay has been strategic. Every disappointment wasn't random, it was a strike designed to shift your faith. But you're still here, and that means your purpose still has time to resurrect. There is a force trying to silence you. If it succeeds, your purpose shrinks, your future dims, and your destiny detours. The angels are screaming in sorrow because you're closer to breakthrough than you realize, but one wrong step could destroy it. Heaven is holding its breath. The next decision you make is the trigger point. One path leads to power. The other to pain. Type 999 to unlock divine clarity and choose the path meant for your soul. Your protection was assigned before you were born. But protection requires participation. You can no longer stay still while hell circles your promise. There is a blessing trying to push through. But the warfare has clogged your spirit. You must clear the atmosphere so the promise can land. Archangel Michael has sent his warriors to surround your family, your mind, your money, your future. But some of you are allowing the enemy to sit at your table. It's time to cleanse, cut, and conquer. There's a door marked for you in the heavens. But until you remove the enemy's fingerprints from your life, that door will stay shut. You must act. You must speak. Type, "I cancel every curse," to clear the space around you for divine access. God says, your name is written on the scrolls of survival. You were not designed to drown in this pain. You were crafted to outlast it and rise through it. The angels are crying not because you're lost, but because you're not listening. They've tried songs, signs, feelings, people, but nothing has broken through yet. Today, this message is your final shake. Your last alert before impact. Your signal flare before collision. You must move. Every second you hesitate is another second the enemy schemes. Every doubt you feed gives darkness permission. You must sever agreement with delay and partner with divine acceleration. Type, "I align with heaven," to speed up your breakthrough and silence the cries of the angels. The skies above you are churning. Your name is echoing in the chambers of heavenly judgment and mercy. They are waiting for your cry. Your surrender. Your declaration. You were meant to ignite others, but your flame has dimmed under pressure. Now is the time to relight it. You are chosen. You are marked. You are watched. This is no longer about survival, it's about resurrection. You must rise. The angels are ready. Archangel Michael is waiting. But the choice is still yours. Type Amen right now to seal this moment and open the gates of divine rescue. Do not delay.